feel like I'm about to go on a ride, man.
I promise you.
This is so dope. This one ain't going in, man.
That.
What am I doing? This is regular. Dang.
You know, I was going to say that, but you know, that's kind of see you do.
Yeah.
Right,
Lord have mercy.
All right, come to you too.
Blooper reel. That's on the blooper, folks.
Behind the scenes.
Coming up this week, we got a big surprise for you guys, especially my Mopar friends, because we got a special car this week. We're gonna take a ride in this beautiful 2001 Viper ACR GTS model, and we're gonna take it around these back roads and these Georgia roads and see if we could kind of do a few burnouts, maybe so it's not my car, but you know, just to get around here, just to see what it has and talk with its owner. That's what we got coming up. I'm Jay Walker. You're watching Life Off Road right here on J-Dub Motorsports. Welcome to another episode of Life Off Road. Thanks again for hitting that play button. And remember, folks, to like and subscribe. Hit the bell notifications on your YouTube page and subscribe to the channel and up our viewership up. The car we're featuring this week is a 2001 Dodge Viper ACR GTS model. And this is a very rare car. You know, Vipers came on the scene roughly around 1991, and it was pretty much a tribute to the AC Cobras. I remember Carroll Shelby was working on with Ford with these guys. It was supposed to kind of be the modern day AC Cobra back in the day, where it was a complete roadster. You had the big block engine, you didn't have any windows. I mean, you just had little side panels, a little rubber roof, and no AC, no traction control. I mean, it was an all-out race car. It was very fast. It had 400 horsepower back then, which was a lot for 1991. You know, basically the highest horsepower American car back then was probably a Corvette, and I think Corvette might have had maybe 250 horsepower. So it was a very special, rare car, and these had a nice run. This one we're looking at today is the top dog. It's the ACR model. The ACR basically stands for American Club Racer. So it's an all-out track car. So it has a lot of bells and whistles. And to furthermore talk about that, I want to bring in the owner because he's a great friend of mine. He has his own YouTube channel called Mopar and Friends. He's not only a co-worker, but a good friend, my buddy Eddie. Lo, what's going on, man?
How about it, Dub? I appreciate you having me on board.
Hey, man. Appreciate you coming on, man. Appreciate you coming on. Now, Eddie, how long have you had this car?
Well, I bought this car for myself for a wedding present back in 2013. I bought it a week before I got married.
Right.
And I hadn't had any real issues. It's been small things, nothing serious at all, just like a tie rod in or a toe link or something like that.
Yeah.
That's about it. They didn't really give me any serious issues. So they say that they run pretty bulletproof, and this car is a testament to that.
Yeah, because I remember when I first saw this car in the parking lot, I was like, man, who's at our job got a Viper? You know,
stunning, right?
We some regular blue collar workers, you know, driving for Big Brown, and you know, somebody pull up on a Viper, and I don't know if it was Leroy or maybe somebody else, but it was like, that's Eddie's car. I was like, you know what? I can see Eddie in this. And a quick story, man. I've only driven a Viper one time, and that was in 1996. Freaknik, it's a big party in Atlanta. I was valeting cars at the Radisson Hotel, which is now the Sheraton downtown. And a couple of cats came from St. Louis, Missouri. One of them drove black Viper GTS with the silver stripes on it. His buddy had a Tahoe. He pulled up in our garage, and I was like, man, hey, park that right here. It's gonna sit here the whole time. It's not gonna move. And he had driven it all the way from St. Louis, so it was kind of dirty. He's like, hey, my man, you know where a car wash is? I was like, hey, I got the perfect spot. It's right up the road. He's like, hey, we just, you know, your show, you drive us up there. I was like, bet, you know, so I hopped in, and we pulled out on Courtney Street. Man, I could tell you, it was very intimidating getting in the first time because, like I said, this is an all-out race car, folks. You know, it's no traction control, there's no safety features. I mean, this is really a legal race car. So that was a lot of fun, but that was the only time I've driven that car. That was way before my son, who was the other camera guy right here, before he was even born. So that goes how far back I go with Vipers. So this right here is a treat, man. Now, I heard when we first got here and you started up, this thing sound like you probably made a few.
It got a little,
few
got a little
miles
something done.
to
So,
it,
I don't
so.
like that word stock. I don't like that word stock too much.
Now,
Not too
stock,
much.
these came with what, about 470 horse?
They claim 450.
Okay.
But it's really right at about 490 horse crank and right about 521 foot-pounds crank.
Okay.
And you know, that's what they came with. You know, Chrysler's a huge stickler for underrating their horsepower, saying, oh yeah, we make 280 horse.
Right.
And I think you got 650 horse. You figure it out the hard way. But that's kind of how they operate. That's something I've come to understand, and just kind of like a BMW.
Right,
like
right.
that.
And these didn't come with V8s, folks. They had the V10s. That was another thing back in the day. This was probably one of the first V10 sports cars that was out, and it was pretty rare. And we'll take a look at the engine in a second, but you know, nobody was doing that back then. Most of back in the day, you know, V10s came in some pickup trucks or, you know, conversion vans or whatever. They wasn't putting one in a car. So
this is not a truck motor. It shares nothing with that engine. This is all aluminum V10. They are not the same.
and that's coming from the Mopar. Like I said, Eddie has his own YouTube channel, so make sure you guys subscribe to his channel, Mopar and Friends. Tell us about your show a little bit.
Oh man, I appreciate it, man. My show is called Mopar and Friends, and primarily the premise of it is about promoting spiritual fitness, family, small businesses, and a little bit about what I do and a little bit about what you do. For the most part, that's primarily what the show is about, man. It's not a whole, it's not intuitive, not too much, and you know, I don't really like to show people a lot about what I got going. Just pop up, I'd hate that get there.
Right.
And I say, you know what? I decided to bring some folks along. You know, it's just kind of how it works sometimes.
Come for the ride. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. All right, now back to this beauty. You know, I'm sitting here shaking. I want to go ahead and pop this hood because I really want to show y'all this engine. So let's pop the hood and take a look at this engine. And the way this hood lifts up is kind of like an exotic. I love.
I know,
man.
man.
When these came out, man. You know, these were serious business, man. Ooh, V10, man. I'm telling you.
Ding. Boy, she dirty.
And they just stuffed that thing right in here. Yeah, so stock-wise, like you said, it was probably about 470.
Mm-hmm.
Now, what all have you done to it so far?
It's got cam lifters, it's got Bellinger long tools, 3 inches. It's got a little Mile Street tune, nothing too serious where you know still passing missions, but it's got other tunes to go with it if you don't want to go to the track and whatnot.
Yeah.
What else? This car here came with the comfort package in it. The comfort package, for those who don't know, in the Viper world, when you buy an ACR, it is a stripped down race car. It doesn't come with undercoating. It doesn't come with a lot of those things. And you can opt to have those features put back in. So Chrysler would charge you to take them out for the car, and then charge you to put it back in.
Wow.
That's for AC. I think the heat came with it standard, and things of that nature. The radio.
I about to say, did the radio come in?
Not in ACRs. No,
Okay.
you had to pay for that's part of the comfort package.
Right.
So hey, any gimmick do that'll work, right?
Yeah, exactly.
That's kind of what's going on. It's got short throw shifter, and
yeah, I noticed you have a pistol grip in there. Which
yeah,
I like.
like I said, I'm a huge Chrysler guy, and it came with the ball shift. I just didn't like the way it feel. You know, when the competition out there running. Yeah. And that's definitely more of a direct feel. And man, that 2.3 shift so nasty.
Yeah.
Man.
And this is a 6-speed, right?
They were all come manual transmission. That was one of the major downsides as far as selling to the masses.
Right.
They made this car specific for a niche.
And to be my honest opinion, that's how sports cars and muscle cars, should be. You should always have
roll your own boat. That's right, sir.
Control the power narrative. The new automatics, they're great. Some of these 8-speed, 10-speed automatics, I mean, they shift on the dime. I mean, they're powerful, but
they quick.
It's just nothing just winding that gear out to about 7,000 RPM, boom, change it, boom, There's nothing like it. I believe this transmission, I want to say these are probably the T56s that probably came in this.
T56s across all of them. Matter of fact,
I think the newest one,
TR60s in the
they had the TR.
Yeah, that's real smooth. Like
that's what's in my car.
They
those
are Miata smooth.
Right, those are very smooth.
And they double clutch and things of that nature. This was factory steel clutch and heavy foot. You was experiencing just a little bit, and but the flywheel was so heavy that you really don't need to give it any gas at all. You just come off of it, take on off. You'll experience it.
Yeah, well, I'm ready to experience it because we've been talking, and the more I talk, I just want to get in this thing and go for a run. So let's take it for a ride.
All right, folks. So we're We're strapping in.
That's right.
The race car. We have the harnesses. Like I said, folks, this is the real deal today. You know.
Now it does have regular seat belts as well. Just be mindful of those who are interested in buying the ACR. They do come regular seat belts. They're kind of asymmetrical, so to speak. They're symmetrical, but they're asymmetrical compared to other cars. The seat belts are in the middle and they come out to either door. So depending on what size you're on, just a little food for thought. Well, why would you do that? It's got racing harness. Come on, man, give me a break, dog. On a Friday night, you need to feel one with the car.
Yeah. You know, that's
with the territory.
that's what makes it, man. The bottom piece fell down.
No, it didn't. You gotta make it act right.
And any of these slots, it goes in?
The two that goes over your shoulders, they go into the two top ones. And the one that come across your lap, they go into the side.
Okay, so you're gonna have to probably show me.
I'll show you. You got these two here on the side. You reach down the side.
Okay.
You're probably sitting on top of them.
Oh yeah, okay, boom, I ain't see these. All right, and we have a total of damn near 4 belts. I'm gonna have to loosen it up a little bit. All right, so the 2 on the sides go
on the 2 on the bottom of the on the harness.
Okay.
It's got 4 holes total, and
oh, 2 on the bottom. Okay, so one right here.
That's right.
One right here.
Like I say, you just pull the cord like so.
Yeah.
Pull the cord like
man, I feel like I'm about to go on the ride, man.
I promise you.
This is so dope. All right, this one ain't going in, Eddie.
Is it? No, that.
What am I doing? This is regular. Dang.
You know, I will go now and say that, but I didn't see you do it.
Yeah.
It's really right.
Lord have mercy.
That's all right. Call it
Blooper reel. That's on the blooper, folks.
I'm trying to tell you, behind the scenes, $5.99 a month.
Yeah, that's gonna be on the blooper.
$5.99 a month.
All right, man.
Ain't no cup holders in here.
This is a big deal, folks. No cup holders.
No cup holders. I'm the cup holder.
You know, this is it. I mean, this right here is
for all the marbles.
For all the marbles.
Yeah.
Oh man, this is exciting. This is exciting.
I'm glad we got a chance to finally get this together, man.
I appreciate you, like I said always, brother.
It's been a long time coming.
All right, here we go.
Shout out to Leroy Hill. Leroy Hill for mayor.
Show enough.
Leroy Hill for mayor.
We're in the 2001 Dodge Viper ACR.
That's right.
And folks, I tell you, man, this is a treat. We're just coming through these back roads. You immediately feel the torque, this pistol grip. You know, these T56 shifters, they're like the best shifters. I love these shifters, man.
I promise you.
You know,
lies not detected.
Yeah.
Lies not detected.
Yeah. Yes, sir. We got 200 miles an hour on the dash.
We'll go right on over, trust me.
We got, what size tires are these on the back? Are these 345s?
No. These are, they're 335s in the back on this one. I got some new wheels on the way bar.
All right, tell Coach to go ahead and get on a little bit. Let's open it up a little bit. Yeah. This is a 3rd gear roll on, folks. And as you can tell, this thing here, I'm telling you, man, this is a treat. This is a treat.
Ludicrous speed, go!
Oh my goodness, man.
I'm glad you decided to come by. I'm glad.
Now, so we going to 4-lane right here. Okay.
4-lane here.
Okay.
Pull over there. It'll hold. Don't worry about the brakes.
Hey, I'm just still feeling the car first.
I got you.
Ooh,
good shit. Good shit.
I gotta get used to it. I get used to it.
I'm glad, man.
Oh man, this is dope. All right, folks.
And we're back.
round 2. And let's ride. Now, when you first got this thing, first of all, has your wife ever driven this car?
Yeah, she drove it home from the dealer.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah, she drove home from the dealer. I drove her Z car.
Okay.
And she drove this home. And she was scared at first, but I told her it's exactly like driving her car. It's just a lot easier to take off from a stop. Yeah. And she just took off, and I know I was trying to have to keep up.
Trying to keep up with her.
Keep up. She was rolling, but to her, she was just driving normal. But that's kind of the effect, a claustrophobic type of car would provide. It really creates an atmosphere that's, conducive for feedback. And it's a wonderful experience. It's kind of hard to experience that in another car for the most part. A lot of other cars kind of really focus on comfort. Right. Just for the masses. But when you're dealing with race cars, it's all about not compromising. Right, exactly. It's all about not compromising. That's what this car really excels in.
Now, so I'm sure she's driven it like this too, right?
No, not really. Not really. But she does know it's there.
Thing shifts amazing.
You love that shift.
So smooth,
I told you.
It's very smooth.
I told you.
It's very smooth.
It's a perfect compliment, man. Oh yeah, she's feeling good now.
Yeah, I had to want to go ahead and get by him.
That's fair. Don't worry, Coach got 650 horses.
Oh yeah, I know what Coach doing back there. I know what he's doing.
Ain't no problem, Coach. Roll right now.
Yeah. So she hasn't driven it like this?
No, sir, she has not. She's a bit more of a responsible driver.
Yeah, I got you.
But that's one thing I love about it is that fat. So no, switching 2-lane here.
Okay. Man, this thing handles very well, folks. It's the steering is very responsive. This steering wheel, this is a racing steering wheel. It's not super small, but it's big enough. Like I said, 200 miles an hour on the dash. You got your gauges right here. Like I said, this is an all-out race car, man.
All business,
it's
baby.
A beautiful day here in the A.
Shout out to the Most High.
Yes, sir.
Shout out. He woke us up, man. He woke us up. Let us experience this. Try it again.
Rolling with my boy, man.
Come on with it.
My boy Lo, Mopar and Friends. He is the Mopar guy, folks.
I promise you.
He has him something here. This right here is amazing.
I'll try my best, man. I'll try my best.
Yeah.
I promise you. Yeah, I'm glad, you took time out there to come on out, man.
Hey, man, this is perfect. I'm glad I'm glad we did it this weekend because Kyle couldn't do it last weekend.
I'm glad too.
I'm glad for him to see this, and we got both cars.
That's true.
This is true. This is dope.
I ain't no coach to show something like that. As far as equipment, being able to
Coach doing it, man.
Man, this is the perfect thing. It's right here, Coach on the left. That's all right. We can turn around where the cops at. Don't worry about it. Don't turn around right where the cops at. Right where the cops at, Coach. They over there. No, they're going. They're somewhere else. They're right, Coach. We're just gonna bust a U-turn. Come on with me.
Now, I'm sure if you've been to a lot of shows, you've done a lot of caffeine octanes in this. I saw you at one.
Probably 5 or 6 of them.
Nope, this is a treat, bro.
I'm glad, man. I'm really glad.
I love this shifter. Is amazing. The pistol grip. It fits right in your hands, folks. It's great. We haven't even turned the radio. I'm sure the radio sounds good, but a car like this, you don't need the radio. You hear that exhaust? Do you hear that?
I hear it.
That's all you need, folks. That's your radio right there. This exhaust note. Man. So you had this car almost 10 years, man. It's been a minute since you had it. 10
years next year?
Yeah.
10 years, man.
Like I said, I remember when you first got it, I just first seen it, I was like, man, what Viper is that? Yeah. Out of all people, I'm like, yep, that's Low. That's him.
It's probably Connell saying something like that. It might have been Connell.
It might have been Tim that might have said that. It might have been him.
That old rascal. Shout out to Tim Cornell.
Yes,
watching,
sir.
Man. You're a fantastic guy,
Yes,
man.
sir. I gotta get Tim on, man. He still got his Mustang. So Tim, you watching? We gotta do your Mustang, man.
That's right.
That 800 horsepower Mustang you got. Yeah, it's
What,
strong.
2014?
13.
13?
Yes, 13.
Something beautiful.
Yeah, he's got a lot of power in that thing. A lot of power. So how much power is this thing making now with all your mods?
It makes tire. It makes 545 horsepower and 560 foot-pounds. So
That's strong. So probably the crank is probably about 657 something.
That's exactly right.
Yeah, okay.
That's exactly right.
Yeah.
That's exactly right. And that's just like on a regular street tune. It doesn't have a, it's got a final tune, but you talking about what was it, SCT tune or anything. I really kind of want to get somebody here with a laptop.
Yeah.
And that's one of the things we're going to do on my channel as well.
Yeah.
To get those folks in here. And it goes back to, promoting small business.
Yeah.
There you go.
What's funny about this is that everybody was ripping. You got what is all? You got a Corsa on here? What is else you have?
This is Bellinger headers. Corsa is on.
Okay, that's the sound because Corsa has some of the best sounding exhaust. Because a lot of people were complaining about how the stock exhaust, they just didn't like how the stock exhaust sounded. Yeah,
it sounded horrible. But that was one of the compromises that Chrysler made,
right?
To make concessions for people who want to regulate noise,
right?
So, but other than that, the power and stuff was there. And that's the first thing a lot of people do when they get these cars is take the exhaust off and then send and get a tune.
Okay.
That's one of the first things they do is that and get a tire.
Yeah.
You do that, you probably keep your car for a while.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, I'm glad you came and got a chance to experience and stuff.
This is dope, man.
You experience with the harnesses on.
Yeah. This is how you gotta drive this car.
It is.
You have to, man, because like I said at the beginning of the video, this is what these guys wanted, and like I said, Shelby had a hand in this, and this is the modern day Cobra. This car right here was the start of the new age modern day Cobra, man.
That's true. Man. That's true. And the Cobras they'll let you figure out whether you're
or not.
Yeah. Curtis Mayfield, matter of fact, a short story. Curtis Mayfield, good friend of my family.
Yeah. He lived on Austin Road.
That's right. Matter of fact, my uncle taught Curtis Mayfield how to write music.
Yeah.
And no doubt he let his brother drive his. Yes, that's correct. Yeah, he let his brother drive his Cobra, and he wound up totaling the car. Just because the car it'll snap over still. It'll lock the brakes up. You press the brake.
Yeah.
His brother wasn't an experienced driver. I can tell by the way you drive. You got some seat time on you. I can tell.
Yeah.
By the way your clutch management.
Well, yeah. See, that's another thing. Which way we're going?
You're going to the right first exit.
Yeah.
And,
yeah.
Go ahead.
Cars. I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, you go. Anytime you're ready.
But cars like this, like I always tell people, you have to know how to drive these cars. Especially race cars. And a car of this caliber, you got to know how to drive them. Mm-hmm. And I always recommend either going to a school or something. A lot of people go to buy these cars, and they just jump on. They don't know what tire pressure is. They don't know how to heat the tires. All that stuff. All that plays a role. If you don't know what you're doing, man, you be wind up in the ditch or dead somewhere.
That's true. Copart full of Hellcats right now. Copart full of them.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go buy one right now. I just need the motor. They keep the red eye transmission. They keep that.
Yeah.
But I need that motor ASAP.
Yeah.
So anybody got one out there,
hey,
let me know.
Hear that, folks?
Let me know.
This your man right here, Mopar and Friends, man. Check his channel out. Subscribe, man.
That's right. That's the Mopar Man with 2 E's across all social media platforms. And like I said, man, I'm just having a good time out here, man. I'm trying to, promote these businesses and let folks know what other people do in the community, so they won't, not know what people that's sitting right next door to them actually do.
Exactly.
So instead of taking your car all the way to Florida, you got a custom hot rod paint man sitting right there.
Yeah.
The move is out. Real big on that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But sometimes you get what you pay for.
That's right. That's right.
How you like riding that cam? No,
yeah. Hey, you got a cam in here. What spec cam do you have in here?
Cam, what is it? It's a, what's that thing called? It's a comp cam. Mm-hmm. Got 525 lift.
Okay.
And 290 duration.
Okay.
Low separation, there's 110.
Okay.
110. So she do pretty good.
Yeah. As Cornell would say, she just counting them off.
Oh,
Count them off. Just count them off.
Shout out to Cornell, man. He doing wonderful things out there, man. Shout out.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I love the Corsa exhaust. Corsa exhaust, man, probably one of the best exhausts, especially on Corvettes. That's why when I was listening to it, I was like, man, that sounds like a Corsa you got on here. And with the long tube headers, let it breathe. I mean, that's what you want, girl.
You talking now, man. You talking.
Yeah.
Telling all the beans, spilling all the beans. Spilling all the beans.
We gotta take them behind the curtain just a little bit. Now, have you ever tracked this thing yet?
No, I'm trying to get the road Atlanta, but they say you gotta work it in order to get on that. You gonna make it right here?
Right here, okay.
Yeah, they say you gotta work the track in order to get on, be a marshal or
right.
I ain't got no problem with that. I actually kind of want to try that out anyway.
Yeah.
But that's what I've been alerted to is you have to work the what's name, because I'm trying to catch the track days where I can just kind of go out and see what the car do. Especially when they try to promote to get racing out of the street, things of that nature. You need a place to go and race at.
Right.
A venue for that. So if you're gonna do that, and our racetrack is literally 40 miles from the house, 50 miles from the house.
Right.
It's nothing. It's right there in what is that? Gainesville, around the top of Gainesville.
Almost in Commerce.
It's right. It's right there. It's right there. So if it's kind of difficult for people to get on, it makes the case a bit more difficult for people to argue, stop racing in the street. People get these cars, I remember when the days of 500 horses, you had 500 horses in your car, man, you were on the moon.
Oh yeah.
You were on the moon.
Yeah.
And now, all these people have this stuff, the
1,000 or better.
Entry level cars making 500, so whenever that's the case, it makes an argument to where people they had the power want to get out there and experience what they do, which is why you have all these accidents and stuff that's happening. On 285 at this particular moment right now, they had over 1,000 accidents on 285.
Yeah.
285
that's right now, that's crazy.
They ain't nothing to do with 20, 75, 85, 166, 575, 975, nothing like that. Just 285.
Yeah.
So that piece of real estate is really, really dangerous in today's day and time. So just be mindful, you folks out there in the minivans, in the fast lane, man. Them folks they wide open, man. Please move over. Yeah. Save everybody. Save yourself, please.
Yeah. Hey, one thing I forgot to ask.
Go ahead.
What gears are in here?
This car is coming with the factory 309s. It hadn't been changed.
Okay.
No, factory 308s in this car here.
Okay.
And I think it's got maybe a 250, something first gear, but it's got so much torque, and the torque curve is so linear.
Yeah.
That it's, the first gear take it to 60. The second,
just like that. Yeah, that's what I was saying. It's very long. I ain't really even pushed it. But I was wondering that because I was like, man, these gears, because the shifter's real tight, short throw shifters. So
that 230 shift is violent. It's very violent.
Yeah.
You can tell quickly if your car is in order.
Yeah.
You can stick with this one for 230 shift.
Yeah.
Your car's still there, man. You're doing a great job.
Yeah.
Great job. And shout out to you and your tuner.
Yeah, man. Vengeance Racing, folks. They do all things. I'll let you drive it, man. Get back. Get wrapped up, man.
I like the video you did with the C8 at Vengeance Racing.
Yeah.
That was dope,
we have
man.
to go back because they finally I think they finally got the tune program. So
that's true.
Brian's supposed to have me come back, and I need to give him a call so we can get back out there and shoot that one.
Yeah, shout out to those folks, man.
Yeah, that was a beautiful car. Yeah. Take off. Like we driving in the canyons on the snake.
Hey, you ain't even holding yourself in see the car doing it.
Yeah.
Good 2-3.
Folks,
good 2-3.
You gotta be careful, I'm telling you. You need to know what you're doing when you're driving a car of this caliber, whether it's stock or even modified, because you can hurt yourself.
That hurts your family.
I'm not a professional driver. I don't proclaim to be, but I've been around the block. This ain't my first rodeo, so I know how to drive this thing, and this is amazing, man. I mean, I could probably drive this all day. I mean, this is something you drive all day, but I couldn't drive it every day for sure. I couldn't drive it every day for sure, but
that's
this
true.
Right here, this is a treat.
I'm glad, man.
I'm glad. Treat. Here, folks, Eddie, I think too much of the power might to him, so we're just gonna drop him off at the house right here. So let me pull in right here. We good? Okay.
Yeah, but hey,
I'll be right here waiting on you.
Okay, that's cool. I'll be right back. Man.
All right.
I gotta get out. I gotta hurry up, man.
All right.
To be safe.
I'll be right here.
Wait, I'll be right back.
Well, as you can tell, Eddie's not in the car because, you know, I had to go on the run, and I thought I'd be back, but, you know, we're a few hours later, and I don't want to give this thing back. Oh, here it comes. Uh-oh. He might,
Hey, man, I thought you was going to wait on me.
Hey, I thought you said I could go and take it on. You know, I thought, you know, you said I could go without you.
No.
Oh, man. Man,
No.
that's bad business, man. You can't do the owner like that. I thought he said we can go. But I want to thank my good buddy Eddie for having me on, man. This right here was an absolute treat. And we had a good old time shooting this. This is a fun car.
Yeah, no doubt.
And it's definitely, I mean, I'm telling you folks, it speaks for itself. It's a masterpiece. Let me give a quick shout out to my subscribers.
Oh yeah.
My newest subscribers.
Don't forget, gang, make sure y'all hit that like, subscribe button, hit that bell icon. You need all the footage, man. All
That's right. That's right.
If you already subscribed, unsubscribe, subscribe again. To make sure, you know, YouTube stay straight on the hooliganism. So make sure, you know, hey.
And check out Eddie's page too, folks. You know, Eddie, Mopar and Friends. You know, make sure you guys check him out.
Come on out and do what we got to do. I got so much fun to do. We got to go ahead and get it going now. So
yeah.
This right here has been a definite treat for myself to kind of see how you guys come out, bringing the crew out, and set the stuff up. And
yes,
you guys
sir.
rock and roll in y'all's own element, man.
Yes, sir.
I appreciate
All right,
you coming.
where I'll leave off at. We have a Todd, Brandon, Nicole Dave, Octavian Braxton, DeMarco Brown, Kim Nannon, D Crane 62, and Third Wheel Communications. Thank you guys for newly subscribing, and tell your friends, share the video. Remember, go to my website, jaydubbmotorsports.com, order you some merch. We got t-shirts. We have the tumblers, which are similar to the Yetis. We got hoodies. You know, it's fall season upon us, so it's about to get a little cool, so order your hoodie. Can't go wrong with the hoodie. And again, folks, I really appreciate you guys checking us out every week. I really enjoy doing these, and I couldn't have better co-workers and friends. These are my friends. You know, this was really the sole purpose of me launching this channel. You know, when I wanted to do life off-road, it's really because we're a bunch of drivers that drive for Big Brown, you know, and this is what we call off-road. This is our time off-road.
Yes,
this is what we do. And a lot of my friends wanted to come on and do this when I told them about this idea years ago, so I'm really glad that we're starting to really get all the content out. So that's all I got. And Eddie, I want to do one last little pull. So
hey, you know, I ain't got no problem with it. Look, I'm with you. I'm glad you came out and spend time with old ugly fella like me. Cause remember, guys, he could have been anywhere in the world, but he decided to come out and hang out with old ugly fella like me. So he must want to be ugly too.
That's right.
What's up, man. I appreciate it. Yeah, so take your time, man.
All right.
I can drop my Gatorade now. Straight.
There you go. You be all good now. All right, folks. We'll catch you next time. Later.